Good morning, it's Erin. I'm back, and today I'm gonna tell you the story of me leaving America, like the day that I left. It was a crazy, crazy day. I still can't believe I did it. Best decision ever. But we're also gonna check out the Virgin store because Electroplanet yesterday did not have the external storage, and they recommended that either I go to the Medina, which I didn't want to do, or go to the Virgin store, which I was like, let's go to the Virgin store. If you guys don't know, I'm sure the Moroccans know, but the guy who owns Virgin is like a Sir something, Branson or something like that. Anyway, he literally loves Morocco. He loves Morocco. He has riads in Marrakesh. He has hotels. Like, the dude loves Morocco, and one of his stores is here, right here in Rabat, right there. And let's go check it out, and I'll tell you the story of the day I came to Morocco. All right, so the plaza that Virgin store is in, there is a Katia, which in my opinion is kind of like an expensive IKEA. Now, I did hear that IKEA is more expensive here, but I've been in this place, Katia. I thought it was very expensive. I have not been to the IKEA. There is one in Casa. Inshallah, when I go to Casa in a few weeks, I will stop at IKEA because I love IKEA. So I would love to see what Morocco's IKEA is like. But anyway, so then you have a clothing store. There's Virgin. There's Burger King. Let's go check out Virgin, and I'm going to tell you my story. This store is huge, guys. They don't have what I need, unfortunately. They gave me another store to go to. Let's go upstairs. Hey, here's a regular escalator. All right, so this looks like, oh, there's a library. I read the word library, but I actually didn't know they were actually talking about a real library. It's like a Barnes & Nobles, people. It's like a Barnes & Nobles. Oh my God, they have some cute stuff. And the stuff here, this doesn't look like cheap brands. Like, this is like good brands of stuff. Oh my God, this place is huge. Okay, they basically have a toy store. What? There's so many cute things. Look at all the Monopolies. Okay, there's some really cute stuff here, guys. I would never have guessed that they sell makeup at Virgin store. Like, I really thought it was just like electronics. But they have makeup. Guys, I am not having any luck with this external hard drive. I just went to Virgin and they don't have it either. And they said to check another store, but they said if worse comes to worse, try the Medina. And I'm sure the Medina will have it, but the only thing with the Medina is I've got to like negotiate because they're going to give me a price for a tourist, even though I'm not a tourist. And also it's just the Medina, so you have to negotiate anyway. And that's like not really my thing, especially if it's for something I really just need. You know, it's not something like I'm thinking about, like it's something I really need. I just want to pay for it, you know what I mean? But if it comes down to it, I will go to the Medina. But for now, they gave me another store to go to. But I was like hoping to go in the Virgin store, tell you my story, and it's just not working out. So I'm gonna sit in the car real quick, start the story, go to the next store and finish it. So the day I left America, June 15th, 2023, it was a Thursday, and my kids had their last day of school. It was a half day, so that gave me like 4 hours before we actually had to get going to the airport. As you guys know, I was bringing cats from America. Originally, it was 3 cats that I was bringing from America. Clyde, Finny, and there was a cat named Pretty Girl. Pretty Girl was a cat that I took off the streets and she was petrified of people for years, probably 3 years. 2 years before we left, she actually started to come around. And in the year before we moved, she literally was my baby. My baby, okay? She had a very traumatic life out in the streets. And like, I was like her mom, you know what I mean? And what happened was, I had everyone ready to go as far as like everybody's paperwork were ready to go for the cats. Everything was great. And they were going to be in their carriers for a very long time because they're cats. They've got to go pre-boarding. They got to stay on the plane afterwards. It was going to be like 14 hours that they were going to be in carriers. And I was feeling bad for them. So I didn't put them in their carriers until we were ready to go, like a half hour before we were ready to go. So let's fast forward. We were going to leave around 1:30, and my friend was going to come over to say goodbye after the kids got home from school at 12:30. Well, she ended up coming over at like 12, and it freaked Pretty Girl out. Like, our house was empty. I sold my house. Our house was completely empty. There was literally just the suitcases packed in the living room. And like I said, she had a traumatic life. She gets spooked still by people she doesn't really know. And of course, she's like, what the heck? My house is completely empty. What is going on? The cats all knew something was going on. And my friend came in, she got spooked, and she went in a hole that was in an upstairs closet. And she didn't want to come out. Guys, until we absolutely had to leave for the airport. And I mean, I actually stayed after that time. I tried to get her out. I cried. I literally, like, it makes me actually sad now to think about it. Like, this cat was like, you know, like, she went from, I had her for 5 years. And for like the first year, she was in my attic and I never even saw her. I knew she was eating and going to the bathroom because she'd come out at night and eat the food and she'd go in the litter box. But I never even saw her for like the first year. And then she'd like, I let her see her face. I see her face. And it was just like this amazing, amazing relationship with this cat. So when she went in the closet an hour before we had to leave, I knew like this was my luck. Like, I tell you guys all the time, I have the worst luck about everything in life. I really do. I'm trying to look at it more like everything has a purpose. Everything is written, you know, like we're told. But, you know, sometimes it can really get to a person when you constantly deal with adversity, you know? And this cat going in the closet just tore me up. And I tried and I tried and I couldn't get her out. And finally, I had to just leave. Now, I did tell my friend, I mean, obviously my friend was there, and I really don't know exactly the whole circumstances after I left, because another person that got involved who I thought was a friend, I told her, you know, she understood that I had to leave. I was leaving for a different country. She helped with cats and all, and I asked if they could trap her, and I was going to, if they could trap her, I would get her to Morocco. I was not leaving this cat in America. This cat only really loved me and was only used to the kids in the house. She didn't know anyone else. It was not going to be good for her to be with somebody else. And my friend said yes. But then after I got to Morocco, the attitude changed, and basically, like, I was this bad person for leaving this cat. And I really don't want to even get into it, because the whole situation actually really makes me upset, because I really thought that this person was my friend. And the cat was very, really important to me. And so I had to leave her. And she did get trapped. And she did get taken. And I believe she was put to sleep. And, guys, I do not want to cry right now because I got to go to another store, but this makes me very upset. So I'm going to go past that so we know that I only came with 2 cats. So, mind you, my friend, another friend of mine, a friend's husband brought me and the kids, our 2 cats, 10 suitcases, 3 book bags, fanny packs, purses. You guys, we had it all. we were leaving our life in America. Like, we were leaving America, and I feel like it was for good. I feel like for now, I could definitely say for good. I will definitely go back and visit, especially because my kid will go to college there and all. But I have no plans in the immediate future or even in the next 5-10 years of going back to America. I really don't see me going back to America. Like, what's going to happen in America that's going to make it all of a sudden amazing? I don't think anything. I think there's just more for me to see in Morocco and the rest of the world. Like, Morocco's now, I feel like, really my home. You guys all make me feel welcome, and it's amazing. But I don't see myself going back there to live. And we went on the airport. On the way, I was crying because I was upset about the cat. So we get to the airport. My friend drops us off. I am a one-person show. 2 kids, cats. I had to bring all this stuff in the airport. Think of your favorite slapstick comedy where anything that can go wrong goes wrong. This was me in the airport. I was dropping suitcases. The cats were crying. The kids were complaining. I was sweating. I was wearing like this nice dress. I had looked really nice. I had gotten my hair done, you know. Let's just say I was a hot mess. I was a hot mess. You know, I was so all over the place because I'm leaving a country, going to a new country with my kids, unknown stuff to me. And I get in this airport and this family, this is where I just, like, guys, I already knew Morocco was amazing, but the stuff already started in America. I was in the airport in New York City, LaGuardia or JFK? I think JFK. And I obviously looked a mess. I was a hot mess. And this family saw me. They were Moroccan. They live in America, but they were going to Morocco to visit for the summer. And they were like, do you guys need help? And I was like, oh no, Meshi. Well, actually, I didn't say Meshi Mushkil because I didn't know the word. But I said, no, it's okay, I'm okay. And they insisted on helping me. The girl helped me, and then her parents took my children to McDonald's. Mind you, the genocide was not going on. We boycott McDonald's now. And they took my kids to McDonald's, got them something to eat while I checked in all my luggage and the cats. These people literally saved my sanity in that airport. And I was so grateful for them. Her name is Abir. I'm sorry, I don't remember her parents' name. Her parents, I didn't really talk to them that much, but I talked to Abir. Shout out to Abir and her family. They were amazing. They helped me get on the plane. Everything, guys. They were so, so amazing. So the Moroccan kindness, the Moroccan culture of kindness started for me in America. Like, amazing way to start my journey to a new country was to be helped by the same people of that country. So anyway, we got on the plane. Listen, even though like they helped me and all, it was still very stressful just because it was stressful, you know? Kids were tired, kids were cranky, you know, like they're emotional too. Like they were happy, but you have to remember, they're little kids. They're emotional. Cameron just said goodbye to her best friend. She was in tears, you know what I'm saying? So it's very, very understandable how everyone is stressed and emotional, but still happy, you know what I mean? We were definitely happy. So we get on the plane. The plane ride was actually very uneventful. The kids had a hard time falling asleep. I got an overnight flight and a direct flight. So our flight was from 8:30 to like 2:30, but it made us land at 8:30 the next day in the morning. So we got to Morocco 8:30 in the morning on Friday. I had a friend come get us, but we had to wait for like 2 hours for our luggage. And my one cat. One of the cats, Finny, stayed in the cabin with us, but we weren't allowed to bring the other one in the cabin. So poor Clyde had to go underneath the plane, and he was in there the longest. We had to wait for him it was like a little over 2 hours. Meshi Mushkil, everyone made it to Morocco, guys. We made it to Morocco. I felt like when I walked out of that airport, it was just this sense of relief. Like, I did it, guys. Like, I actually did this huge thing that I know so many people thought like I wouldn't be able to do, or I'd fail, or I'd give up, or I'd get here and I would just come running back home. And I didn't. Like, don't get me wrong. I have faced problems here. I've definitely faced problems. But the problems that I have faced here are not at all in comparison and the emotions that I would feel in America. Like, even if it was the same problem, it was still facing it here so much better, guys. Like, I literally get emotional. Like, I get comments like, oh, you guys, you're just over dramatic for views. If you know me, and I know there are some people out there that actually really know me, they would tell you in a heartbeat, I'm literally obsessed with Morocco. I love this country. I love the people. I love the food. I love how people are. I love the relaxation. I love the non-stressedness of it. I really do love this country. And I never really felt about like that, about where I came from. Like, I felt like when I was younger, I did love it there. Like, I really felt like people were good. But guys, the world is changing, and the world is changing, and the whole world is. But I feel like the Western countries, I mean America specifically, so many people are going the wrong path, and it affects others. And I don't see that here yet. I don't see now. I don't know if it's going to happen in the future. If, you know, unfortunately stuff is going to rub off on the people here and all. But I don't want Morocco to change. Like, don't get me wrong. I want people to do better that are doing better. But as far as how people are here, willing to help strangers, I hope you guys never lose that. Because it's what made me fall in love with this country. Like, alright. Guys, I gotta go find this external hard drive. I just wanted to tell you about the first time I came to Morocco. Oh, so after we landed real quick, and we got to our Airbnb, my kids slept. We finally got to my Airbnb around 2 o'clock. My kids slept from 3 o'clock in the afternoon until like 12 or 1 o'clock the next day. They like woke up to go to the bathroom and they ate something, and that's it. Guys, we are so happy to be in your country. I hope that, you know, I'm able to consider this my country now. And inshallah, I will see the whole country soon. I've been to many cities. I plan on going to more, you know, and I want to see more of the world too. Now that I'm over here, why not go see, you know, Pakistan, and there's a few countries that I definitely want to go see. And I'm in a great place, guys. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. And I appreciate the support. 20,000 subscribers. Guys, you're literally making me so happy. My kids, every day when I reach a new level, they get so excited. And you guys are the reason. And I appreciate it so much. I love you guys all.